that is our issue. Social media and emotional addiction is something we all have. And not many of us are aware of that or what that is exactly, but there's something that we're addicted to. And a lot of the times we're scrolling until we see the viral video of somebody getting shot, until we see something that makes us fucking tick inside. And that's when we close off because we've hit our hit emotion. We've hit the feeling that we wanted to feel. So all of us are addicted. Sometimes it's being addicted to the validation, being addicted to the comments that something you posted is good, but we're addicted to that. So we all have addiction problems. I'm included. We're all included. If not, we wouldn't have Instagram. We wouldn't care about followers. We wouldn't care about this stuff. As much as it is maybe to get somewhere, to get paid, you still care. Otherwise, you'd find a job and just live off that income. But we all have an addiction to this social media era that we're living in, and that's what's wrong with all of us.
Is it just a problem now because of the volume of it? Because think about back when, let's say, even in like the silent movie era, these famous people started becoming famous actors, right? Mm-hmm. Would they have the same problems like that we're having now with this stuff? Like they were addicted to the attention, they were addicted to the whatever.
Are you talking about the actual actors or the people, like the consumers, like watching the stuff?
The actors, like, because at that point, like, once you become like a famous actor, everybody knows you, like this whole new thing. You keep doing it because you're addicted to like this.
Maybe, but I feel like our issue's like the consumer's addicted. We're the ones consuming all this negative shit. We're the ones consuming the validation. We're fucking addicted. As much as they're addicted to getting it, we're addicted to receiving it. Because we can scroll forever. Forever.
So and then in that case, who's worse? The person providing the content or the person looking at the content?
I don't know.
I was going to say, I feel like anyone who is in any form of entertainment has an addiction to whatever it is they're trying to, I guess, chase. If it's validation, if it's money, if it's whatever. Like, they're addicted to something because, like, a lot of people, even us doing this, like, they look at it and it's like, oh, I couldn't do that. I couldn't talk, like, for a couple hours, or I couldn't, like, be on camera and stuff like that. We don't look at it as anything. We're just like, well, yeah, we're just being normal, whatever, right? But then to people, it's like, they think what we're doing is, like, rehearsed and it's an act and like we practice it and things like that, and it's like it's hard to tell people it's like, no, this is just us, like this is what we do. But on the flip side of it, I look at it sometimes, which is why this is why people that I don't like, I'm not on the Instagram and things like that, because I don't want to get addicted. I don't, because I feel like it's gonna happen. Right.
Right.
So, like,
you do a great job at not posting. You do a great job at staying offline, which is why I feel like you aren't there with the addiction.
But that's why, because it's like I know myself, and also like I see everybody, and to me it's like I never want to lose that feeling of just reality. Like I never want to think that like what me and him do right now is cool, right? But I never eat, which is, this might be crazy, or like fucking I have some issues or whatever, but I'm in my mind every day I'm like, we ain't shit. And I like thinking that. I'm like, I don't want to ever be like, we're amazing, we do this, we have this many followers and all this, because I'm like, no, we ain't shit. I don't care. We ain't shit to me, right? Like, and to me, I have to keep that mindset, because it's like, I never want to get to that point where it's like, you know what? We run everything. We're better than everybody. We do all this shit. I don't need to take advice from anybody, because I'm doing this over here. Nah, it's bad. On the same flip side, I don't like hearing like things like, you guys are so funny, you guys are whatever, because then it's gonna make me consciously be like, okay,
if I say this, will I be funny? If
yeah,
I say this, will
like how do I top myself and everything like that? He knows everything we've ever everything we've ever done, like audio wise, besides like me musically or whatever. I don't listen back. I don't want to listen.
You know, we were actually talking about this the other day. The second episode of Workout Wednesday, we both never saw, because like I was rushing it like to put it out, and I forgot to play it back, and I just uploaded it. Right. I was like, holy shit, I never saw it. And people seem to like it.
People like it, right?
But I was like, I think sometimes like just, like not looking at yourself, keeping yourself like humble, but like truly humble, not like,
right.
Oh, I'm so humble, like, oh my god, I'm so...
For sure.
Right. Because I honestly feel like, because I tell people a lot of times, like, I still feel like the kid like in middle school and high school. I don't feel any different. Maybe like people look at me different, which is fine, which is awesome, right? But in my mind, I'm still that kid. I still feel like people think I'm like fucking small. I still feel like I'm short and shit like that, right? Which again, it's crazy talk, right? So please don't like take my advice. Don't. But I'm saying like I keep like this weird mindset of like I have to constantly get better. I have to get better. Like there's never a day that goes by that's like, oh no, I'm fine. Which is why I like working out, because working out is one of the only things that constantly every day you get better. Like you have to. There's no like. There's no, you can't not get better.
Can't reach the top.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you can't lift something, you just can't lift it. And that's, like, the hard truth to it. It's not like, oh, no, it was because of this, and it was because of this day, and I didn't eat this. Like, no, you just didn't lift it because you're not strong enough.
Yeah.
Work harder.
Yeah.
Like, period. That's it. And, like, those little things, right, which I feel like that's why, like, your husband boxes. Like, yeah, we love boxing, but also, what's really getting hit in the face? Ain't nothing realer than that. Like, because you can be fucking Manny Montana, a great actor and all on this show and shit, until some dude who has nothing beats the shit out of you.
Which did not happen.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, but I'm
just saying.
Like, but I'm saying like, you know, if you get clocked a couple times in sparring, it'll be like, okay, yeah, like back to reality. Like this is why. Like
that's why people that like actors that like play boxers like for a role or something,
right,
eventually just end up really
boxing
right, on the side.
And it's like those. I feel like those things. I think people who like clout chase or things like that, they don't have that thing to ground them in reality, or it is an issue of that they're trying to escape their reality.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what it is. Because you're self-aware, and even you saying that you take a step back and you don't want to be addicted, you don't want to become that person, so you don't look at comments, that takes effort. That is a conscious decision to say, I will not be on Instagram all day. I will not post. I will not look at comments. I will not read that people are telling me I'm funny. And that's a good thing. Because you're self-aware, and that's what a lot of people aren't. And so that's why it's so easy to get addicted and not realize that you're addicted. You know how it takes somebody to fucking intervene, someone with an alcohol problem, for them to go to AA?
Right.
So a lot of us are in that space where we don't realize, we don't want to see ourselves, we don't want to acknowledge that we're spending 4 to 6 hours on our phone daily. And so, great that you're there, but a lot of people aren't, and that's the issue, is that a lot of people cannot look at themselves. They literally need people to tell them that they look beautiful, or to not cry, or that they're not fat, or that their weight loss journey is great. They need that from other people for them to feel good about themselves, because they don't have that. And that's the issue. And with that, social media keeps breeding these insane fucking expectations that now we're just deeper into this fucking black hole of like, oh, my friend from high school's on vacation 5 times a year. No, she's not. She's probably gone to 2 places.
She saved them pics.
And saved the pictures and posted them. But there's so many people who look at her and go, oh, fuck, I'm not doing enough. I'm not working hard enough. I feel like shit. So let me post something so that I can remind myself that I still look good and I'm still doing good things. And we find that fucking emotion that we're looking for, that we're addicted to fucking feeling. So we're all fucking addicts. We're addicted to social media. And it's sad. It is sad when me specifically, and I'll talk about me, but I have to say I cannot be on social media today. I cannot. It has been way too much. It's sad when there's people who like come to me and they're like, I need to get off of social media. I've been scrolling for too long. Like, it's coming to realize that you have an addiction. But we don't treat it the same way. We don't treat it the same way we treat alcoholism, because we don't feel like social media is as detrimental. But there's people who kill themselves because of it. There's people who go fucking crazy, who are depressed, who are anxious, who are fucking sad all day because of social media. So we're just in this black hole right now. And it's to me, it's going to get so bad, this shit is just going to be banned.
Right, which is what, like, I feel like it's going to end up that way, because the same way I say, like, I don't want to hear stuff like, oh, you guys are great. I also don't, because also I'm protecting myself from the negative, too. because that's eventually gonna come, or hopefully never does. But that would be great. But but it's gonna come, right? People are gonna be like you guys suck or whatever, right? And it's like I feel like it goes to that point where it's just human nature to if you start reading stuff enough, your mind's gonna start to have that little creep of doubt, and it's like maybe I do, or maybe we're not that, or it's like, and it's like for what? Like I've always said to like people when they talk about like to bring up like Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that, they're always like he's so cocky, he has an ego and shit, and I'm like, look, think about it this way, that man is probably at least in sports. Like, he's one of the most hated athletes ever in life. He wakes up every day to comments that he's a bitch, he pussy, whatever, right? And half that shit, probably like 75% of it is deserved, but a lot of that shit isn't, right? So I'm like, of course you're going to have an ego. Of course you're going to be like, no, I'm great, because you have to have that. If you don't, you're going to let these people ruin your life. They're going to be like, he's going to be like, I ain't shit. Oh, yeah, no, all that stuff I did, all that training was nothing because I didn't fight anybody. It doesn't matter. I'm worthless and everything like that. That's why I hate, like, when people do the whole, like, everyone, like, be humble and shit like that, because I'm like, no, you don't understand it. I look at it, like, different. I'm like, how those people grow up? How? Like, did they grow up with a lot of attention and love and shit? Did they? Or did they grow up, no one giving a fuck about them? So now, of course, when they get that attention, they're going to bask. Because give them their time. They didn't have that. Right? So I'm
and
like...
the opposite, too. They could have had that growing up and have been addicted to it. Now they can't live without that shit.
Which is, again, it works on both sides. So it's things that I never understand that, because I'm like, maybe, if you had that foundation growing up, of course you're going to be like, no, this is fine. I don't care about the recognition, which is usually white people, to be frank. But it's usually you guys who say shit like that. And I never get it, especially like when I'm a baseball fan. So like you have these talented like Hispanic and people coming off these islands that are fucking dirt poor, making gloves out of fucking milk cartons.
Don't talk about my country like
that. I'm sorry, but I'm like
your country is trying to.
Your country's dirt poor. But it's like they're dirt poor, and they literally been practicing this one sport with the hopes that a scout will come and see them and give them $100 to go uproot their whole life to come to this country when they're 14, 15 and just train baseball. You probably don't go to school or anything. You're probably dumb as shit. Who knows, right? But it's like they have to do stuff like that. And it's like, yes, of course, when they make it, what's wrong with them celebrating? What's wrong with them showing emotion? Because it's like they're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
They're not at the end of the day. Like, Yasiel Puig, I think, he almost lost his mom, like, traveling over here. Like, she almost drowned. He had to save her. Coming from Cuba. Like, come on, man. Like, you wouldn't be happy every day. You wouldn't be like, I don't give fuck this. Yeah, I'm going to celebrate. Why not? It's weird. But, social media and stuff, I feel like like I said with, when we had the conversation with Manny, I think that is going to be the next, like, big thing that's going to be, like, PSAs and, if you're addicted,
right now
go
is the time where they're doing the research of, like, how it's affecting the brain, scientifically, emotionally, whatever like that. And then after however many years of studying that, they're going to have to come with a proper way to treat it. And that's just going to take decades, is the thing. Because, like, barely right now is the like video game addiction, like a rehab for people that play video games too much, and even that's like very, very early stages of like still people going like, what?
Right.
Like, that's dumb. Like, it's just video games. Like, just stop playing.
Right.
Kind of shit. So it'd be like right now it's the same thing. Like, just get off. Like, just delete your Instagram. Just delete your Facebook. Like, who cares? Like, if it's that crazy or that shit. That's how people are gonna look at it. So. But what is the world without it? Like, after let's go into the future. And what happens when social media is banned? How's the world going to react?
We're back to what it was, which is talking to people.
But do we ever go back to what it was?
We have to. We have no choice.
I feel like we'd have to, but it blows me away that that's crazy.
It blows you.
Don't force it.
That wasn't a force. I was right there.
Kidding. But like, no, because I don't think we will go back. I think we'll just find something to replace it and call it something else that, like, oh no, yes, social media was bad, but what we're doing now, this I don't know, make up a word, Like, this is fine. But it's essentially the same thing. I just think that's what's going to happen. Like, we're just going to change the words around.
It scares me, too, because, like, I think about people who post their kids nonstop. And I saw a tweet about this, so I'm not even going to pretend that I'm saying this for the first time ever. Somebody was like, could you imagine the research studies that are going to come out 20 years from now about these kids whose parents have a camera to their face waiting for them to do something really good or really funny or really bad so that they can post it online. Their whole life is trying to be good enough to be posted online. That is what we're breeding. That is what we're raising. That is what we're creating. And it's sad. It's sad, and it's going to be to a detriment. Like, I feel like this next generation of all these little, like, hype kids, quote unquote, with their fucking outfits and just posing and doing all these things to go viral, they're gonna be so fucked up. They have no sense of reality, and they won't have any sense of reality. They're gonna grow up and be like, what's a job? This is what I do. This is it.
What an old school thing, like, same, I can't think of words, but like, isn't that what happened to Michael Jackson? Like, his dad did all this stuff to him, make him like, you better do better, good enough to be on stage, good enough to like get these record deals, blah blah blah. It worked for him, so that's what everyone's doing now. Now everyone's just easily accessible. Like, you could do this easily.
But did it work for him? Because he was depressed. He fucking like destroyed himself.
It worked in the sense of like, they got money and they got fame. Emotionally and like the shit behind all that, obviously didn't work. But like, it got them to where they wanted to be, and that's all people care about, like the fame and the money. Nobody gives a shit of the repercussions of all this stuff.
Right, so and that's why I'm saying it's so detrimental that like we're doing that damage. Like, yes, you can be famous and yes, you can do this, but you're gonna be fucking depressed. You're gonna hate yourself inside, and then what is that gonna lead to? So that's what we're doing to these babies, like literal fucking 2-year-old kids. You're telling them to do things so that you can. It's not even for them. It's for you. Yeah. And you're fucking up these kids' lives. And for what? For fucking 200 likes on Instagram? Is that paying your fucking rent next month?
It might.
You think so?
Some people. I mean, like, it's a very small number, but it's for like 1 out of 100, it's paying the rent.
That is sad. That is very sad. And I get it. You have to do what you have to do. But please, like, we are going to fuck up this world sooner than later by doing shit like this.
Conspiracy theory time? Like, all this, like, getting so used to having cameras in our face since a young age, it just sets up the playbook for, we're just going to be recording everyone all the time. And it's just the way we live.
Oh, no, that's already, that's happening now.
Yeah, I mean, every anything with the camera, it's constant, like, someone's tapping into the feed. Like, there's a dark net, people. Someone's tapping into the feed, looking at you, just waiting for you to get famous and blackmail you or something. That's why a lot of people take this shit.
I mean, the other side of that is the whole government and hearing conversations, and this is why, of course, we get those weird ads where it's like, oh, you're like, oh, I wanted some potato chips, and then you see an ad for potato chips, and you're like, what the fuck?
Did you hear this woman fucking
I have a name.
Screamed into, sorry, I was gonna forget. I was like, I have to say this right
tap,
now.
tap, tap. Can you?
This woman.
Nigger.
I hate you so
like
much.
4 episodes in a row now, I think.
I'm never
I'm on a
coming
streak.
back to this.
Do it.
But she fucking screamed into her phone, I'm pregnant, like, however many times. Just like, I'm pregnant, I'm forever. And, like, 2 weeks later, she got formula sent to her house.
What the fuck?
And somebody was like, she was like, this is ridiculous. Because her and her dude were in the car and they were talking about it. She was like, we'll just see what happens. And she fucking got formula sent to her house from screaming into her locked phone that she was pregnant. That is disgusting what they're doing. You're right.
I'm broke.
I'm broke. That's what I was just thinking, damn it.
I need money.
I can't stand you guys.
That's what my mind is. Yeah, like, how can we exploit this? I want some free formula. I'll sell that shit on Craigslist.
How am I gonna pay this rent? Ooh, Lord.
Constantly. I'm gonna mail you $1 anonymously.
Trip you out, yeah.
I told y'all. But yeah, I don't know. Is there any more else to talk about with this situation?
We're all doomed.
Yeah, pretty much. If you
Say
can,
we told you first.
if you can, I
What
would
word?
definitely please try to keep your kids off of all that in the next generation. Maybe you can change them. I don't know. Tell people to go outside again.
Yes.
I feel like there will be a backlash.
Go outside,
like the
man.
kids constantly be recording. There's gonna be a movement of like, we're done being recorded. Like,
I
throw away your
fucking
blah, blah,
hope
blah.
so. I hope so. I hope these kids stand up against their parents who are clout chasers to make this full circle. I win.
But Mark, hit us with the plugs,
You
please.
can find us on youtube.com/HowDoIKnow.you, on Instagram HDIKY1, on Twitter HowDoIKnowYou1, my personal one at Mr. Lucky005 everywhere.
Oh, really?
I changed it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's probably easier for everybody, you know. Just
Oh,
thinking about y'all.
All for you guys. Sure. After you,
And you
Dwayne,
guys.
I'm the guest.
You can follow me on Instagram at DC Junior BFSB. I rarely post shit. Probably won't respond to you, but hey, you might get lucky. Fuck it. You can follow
He
me.
might grace you with his presence one day.
I'm not on it, man. Like, you can follow me on Twitter, which is something I am on a lot because Twitter's funny.
Twitter is funny.
DC Junior 13. That if you do at me or whatever, I will respond because I'm usually on there the most. Update on the whole subscribers. We're at, I think, 333. Oh shit! Damn, I was off. So we're like 160 some odd followers remaining till we get to 500. Like we've been saying over the past couple of weeks or months now. 500 subs. We will be moving over to a streaming service. We don't know where yet, but hopefully you guys will help us out with that, or we won't listen to you at all and do what we want to do because it's our channel. But please keep subscribing, liking, sharing the stuff. It's crazy. We get subscribers every day, so it's pretty cool that people actually, I guess, give a shit about stuff that we
And that's
say
thanks to
and like
y'all.
our stuff. So
That thanks to all of you, like spreading our something.
what?
There was a better way to say that, but spreading our product around, I guess.
Yeah. Keep.
I'm awkward.
Can that
Oh,
please
God.
be your like tagline? Spread our product.
Yeah.
That should absolutely be it. That's
keep.
so good.
It'll be a
Sorry,
shirt.
Dwayne. I'm sorry.
Keep liking the content and sharing all that cool stuff.
And the plugs for Adele.
Yes.
Adelpha Mar on everything else.
Acting
On
like y'all don't
everything
know.
else. On Twitter and Instagram. That's
Y'all
all
know,
I use.
clout chasing ass niggas. Y'all be on me.
MARR.
And your website?
Oh, let's not.
Okay. No website.
It's so I haven't updated anything. I just life. Period.
And if you know one thing about Adelpha, she fucking hates the Kardashians.
Yes.
Yes, what
Just
we
know
learned
that.
today. It's
You
gonna
saw
be
the first
If
episode.
anyone knows.
You saw the
you
first
all
episode.
know.
This was the first episode of Adelpha's new segment.
Oh
This is
my
what I
god,
hate.
I'm so excited.
This is what I hate.
I'm so happy. Thank
I
you
feel like
guys.
we're gonna get flooded with Kardashian comments.
Oh, of
I'm gonna be
course.
like,
Please
this
be
wasn't the
ready.
point of the
I
episode, but
know.
whatever, man.
Sorry, guys.
But like we always say, if I don't know and you don't know,
Who really knows?
how do I know you? Thanks you guys for watching, listening, all that cool stuff. See you guys next week. Shout out to the baby.
Oh my god.
Jonathan Kirk.
Be safe out there, Jonathan Kirk.
Going baby on baby.
Keep
Oh
winning.
my god. Keep winning. Hashtag keep winning.
Peace.
Oh.
I do.
I fucking love you guys.